Hello, second grade. It's Miss Clark. I'm coming to you with your announcements for next week. We're going to start with our coursework. So for reading next week, we will be going back to RL 1.1. That's the who, what, where, when, why of literature. We will be working from a Nearpod. All the work for that will be done in that Nearpod, and it's going to be posted on that page when we get all the assignments up. For small group, we will be working with fluency, and for small group, we will also be working on constructing complete sentences. And then we will be working on sight words. For your homework for reading next week, you will be completing the Your Turn pages 31 through 40. They will be due on Thursday. You always have your iReady green and blue lessons to complete each week as they are a grade. You also have to complete 60 minutes of Lexia. That is a grade as well. For next week, we will be taking our CMA for reading and math. So those are very big tests. They are worth 20 points, and that is 2 quiz grades. So if we are looking to bring our grade up, it is important that you study this weekend. We will also be taking our vocabulary quiz and our pronouns quiz. All of those quizzes will be found in Nearpods and will be done in class. For math, we will still be talking about measurement next week. We're going to do MD 1.4 on Tuesday. On Monday. And that will be the iReady lesson 20. And that also is in a Nearpod. We will be completing on Tuesday and Wednesday iReady lesson 21, which will be in a Nearpod. Thursday, if all of our friends made their goal this week, we will do our prize on Thursday. If not, we will continue working on lesson 21. For social studies, we will begin our unit on government, and we will continue talking about government the whole month of November. At the end of the month, we will be completing a book report on the book that we chose to help us learn about government. Now for the announcements. On October 31st, we will be hosting our fall festival at the school. This will be attached to your newsletter. And for those of you who are in person, I sent this home with your children. For those of you who are not in person, I encourage you to join the Remind app because I also post this on Remind. The STEM program at Governor's Charters will be hosting a mobile lab. It's a hands-on science experiment for parents and students. The writing on the flyer is really light, so bear with me as I try to read it, but I did send this in Remind and it will be attached to the newsletter. It says parents must be present for students to attend. You must RSVP. It will be held on October 31st, and there are only 50 slots for students and parents remaining. Next week is our Spirit Week. It is called GCA Spirit of a Leader Week. On Monday, the theme is Think Win-Win. Your students will be allowed to wear sports shirts with uniform bottoms. On Tuesday, it is Begin with the End in Mind. Your students will be allowed to come dressed as what they want to be for their future career. Wednesday, Blackout Anti-Bullying Day. Your students will be allowed to wear a black shirt with their uniform bottoms. And Thursday is Synergize. It's the twin day. Your students will be allowed to match whatever a friend is wearing, so they would have to coordinate that with their friends. We will not be having school on Friday, so you guys will have a nice 3-day weekend. And I will see you guys bright and early on Monday.